shamble through the door to get to the partner, Engelard.
Yeah. I presume I'm gonna keep up this charade of being a zombie who just can't stand up. So
Do
I
the
guess,
other
well, I
zombies
just can't.
help other zombies up?
No, definitely not.
Then I would
Yeah.
just
So
I would just
they.
You,
shamble.
you would just kind of stand there and wait for him to get up.
Hmm.
Yep. I'm just.
Hey,
I guess
so
I.
Graham,
Yes.
I've danced my way through this room several times now.
Yeah.
Have I noticed whether or not the dancing couples of zombies like have any spatial awareness of me, or do I just bump into them if they're in the way?
Just kind of bump into them. Everybody kind of
If
bumps
I
into
bump into them, does the entire dancing group of them like move? Like if I accidentally move one, does the other move with it?
No, not really.
Not really. So if I separate them, they just keep dancing wherever they end up being.
Yeah, they kind of have a set distance from each other, and if they're moved apart, they'll just move back together.
All right, that sounds like it'd be really hard to do what I was gonna do then.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stick my
However,
hand.
they will drift around as a unit. If that makes sense. Kind of like you guys were moving around. They also kind of drift around.
All right.
Albeit a lot you guys, but
Having paid close attention, do I have any sense that I could perhaps corral? I don't want to say corral. Shepherd these zombies with my presence or intestines, so that they also start to pour out into this foyer.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, I was about to say that as there's more space now, and that there's a lot of zombies in that room. Some of the zombies will begin to drift towards that way because there's more space there, and that's kind of what they're looking for.
Do they act like sheep? Do they follow other zombies?
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. They just kind of go where there is space to move. In this specific instance.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna pick up Engelard then.
Okay. Well.
All right. I mean,
And just put him on his feet.
I'm not going to react. I'm not going to react.
Okay. What happens next?
So how much time do we have before the zombies start coming out of the door?
Oh, you got maybe 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna.
All right.
What are the stairs made out of?
Stone.
Stone. Okay. Is there a handrail?
Yes.
That's also made of stone.
That's made of wood.
Okay. Does the wood creak?
Well, you got to make your way over there.
Okay. Well, here's what I want to do. I want to sort of go up the stairs, and I want to sort of listen at the top of the stairs to see if there's anything up there.
Okay. Are you not acting like a zombie anymore?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. You see that the handrail is very squeaky, very rotted.
Okay. I won't touch it.
Okay. Make your way up the stairs. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it like a door, or is it like sort of like an open hole to the next floor?
There's a landing, and then basically a hallway that spans the whole length. And at the end of the hallway, it's basically a T shape.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. At the bottom is where the stairs let out, and then there's a hallway, and then it splits in two.
Okay.
You want me to draw it?
No, you don't need to draw it. So I want to sort of, if you're following me, Engelard, I guess we'll put our backs to.
Well, actually, I'm going to stay down because I have a feeling that since the door's been opened, the guy is going to come again. I guess the former ogre. So I want to see if he is going to come out on the other three doors, possibly, because I don't remember that they were open before. So.
Okay. Well, then, as I do that, I guess I'll if you're not following me, I'll just be like grunt if you hear anything in his ear before I go upstairs.
Okay.
And then I want to put my back on one of the doors on one of the hallway, just before the entrances, like say the left one, and I want to peer around it.
Okay, you're talking about upstairs?
Yeah, upstairs.
Yeah.
All right, so
yeah.
have I been capable of noticing the fact that they have dropped their zombie act out there?
Well, I haven't dropped the act yet.
By the time you make it out there, Walzer is upstairs and you can't see him, so not particularly.
And I'm just shuffling still.
Okay. Well, if Angular is keeping up the appearances, then I'm going to actually attempt to continue to herd more zombies out into the foyer.
You want to try to use the intestines as like a rope, as like a lasso, and trying to bring them all out?
Yeah, I'm just trying to, not quite so active. Maybe make sure that there's I'm using more of my movement and presence to herd them out into the foyer.
He does a
I'm
really
pretty sure
big speech before leaving, and then he corrals them into following him.
I feel like if I try and use the
Freedom!
intestines in any way, it's just going to cause more zombies falling over.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do here is establish plausible deniability for the zombies being out here.
Ooh.
So that we ourselves can be out there with plausible deniability.
Yep.
Yes, I get that. Give me 1 sec. I'm drawing you upstairs, actually, even though you told me not to.
Okay, sure.
If you're going to listen at the top of the stairs, though, you don't particularly hear anything.
Okay, basically I just want to make sure that there's nothing upstairs just being silent or anything, so I'm going to peer around each corner if I can.
First thing, there's like one corner, and then basically you get up the stairs, there's a long hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to move down the hallway?
If it's not obvious that there's something at the end of each one, then I won't.
Well, if you're going to start moving down the hallway, you do hear something when you get closer to one of the doors.
Which door? Is it left or right?
Right.
Okay. So there was anything on the left?
You didn't hear anything, no.
So I went down the right hallway, is that what you're saying?
No, there's one hallway, right? And it's a long hallway. It's one hallway. And then at the end of that hallway, it splits in two different hallways.
Sure, yeah, I'm imagining like a T intersection with like the part that goes south being the stairs and the part that goes horizontal being left and right on the top of the stairs.
I've decided to draw it, so just go and let me draw it.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there an eraser in roll 20?
It should be. You can just
You have to
delete the
actually
line.
Select it. So each time you do a separate drawing, each time you click and then let go, that becomes like a whole item that you can select and then click delete on.
Yep.
It's understandable. Okay, let me take this upstairs.
Okay. Okay. So where's the stairs?
Stairs on the right.
Okay.
And there's see what I mean now?
I see what you mean. So I'd imagine like I'd be here.
No. Well, if you want to be there, yeah. I'm saying you hear noise before you get there.
Oh, so am I here then?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what do these doors look like?
They are, I'm assuming, made of wood.
Can I like turn the handle on, say, this one here?
Yeah, sure. If
Right.
you'd like.
Yeah, I want to do it like stealthily, if at all possible.
How about dexterity check?
Okay, let's see what my dex is. Alright, 9. Okay, I failed that.
All right, Engelard and Buffar from downstairs. You hear a door upstairs open. because it feels like it banged on something.
Like on the inside or the outside?
There's like something in the way.
Okay, well then I shut it and I just sort of stand still for a while to make sure no one heard it.
Okay.
Do I hear anything?
While you're waiting. Thinking.
I mean, personally, I'm gonna mentally think that fucking idiot.
Well, we gotta
And then just
search
keep
for stuff
shuffling.
rather than just dance.
I know.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
I'm
in that case,
just-
I would just sort of walk down to the end of the hallway, like maybe.
I will say that all of these areas are lit with braziers.
Okay. Okay, actually, I'd go here first, this corner, and I'd sort of peer around the corner to make sure that nothing was there.
So there's not really anything there in that area, but you see that these 10 by 10 rooms over here,
Yeah.
they're all cells,
Like as in like prison cells or like just
Like-
bars?
like prison cells, like bars. Yeah.
Is
But you
there?
see that there's figures in each of them.
Okay. And are they lit or can I not tell?
You can see you can see in all of them. Yeah.
Can I see what the figures look like?
Yeah. Which one do you look at first?
This one, because it's like right across from me, I guess.
Yeah, sure. In that one, you see a kind of larger, older human man in kind of mustard yellow colored robes,
Okay.
and what appears to be glistening with some sort of fluid,
Does
like
he look?
coating all of him.
Does he look
Like
dead?
he's gonna, he does appear to be dead, from what you can tell.
Is it? I took a quick look to the left and right of me. Is there like any of the objects, people moving?
No.
Okay. What's down the end of this hallway down here?
Same thing. Oh, that's I didn't count the right number of squares, so there's nothing there.
Okay. All right. So this is just a hallway then. Pretty much.
Yeah.
And what's this thing here? Is this like a pillar?
That's a misclick.
Okay. I'm gonna try this door here now.
Okay.
Again,
So,
trying to open it dexterously if I can.
dexterity. Got it.
This one's even worse than the last one.
Clang.
Is it being blocked from the inside?
No, that one. Basically, you opened it and your hand slipped from poor dexterity, and it fell through and banged against the other side, the inside.
The door opened like really quickly. You mean?
Like
Okay.
it fell through.
All right.
And what you want to know what you see? Do you want to look?
Sure. I'll look, but I'll also sort of look like a zombie if I can.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't
Look
know.
confused.
Yeah.
You see that this room has a counter that runs the length of the room all the way around.
Okay.
When you see the counter is cluttered with various sized blades, weights, irons, saws, clamps, vices, bizarre rods and switches, screws, nails, hammers, wooden shafts, empty barrels sit in the room. Basically, fill the middle of the room with empty barrels.
So the barrels don't have lids on them. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
Dried blood is kind of splattered on everything.
All right. I turn around and I try this door here.
Okay.
Let's
Quietly.
get the failed roll out of the way.
Yeah. Oh, this
Let's
sounds
make a
fucking
rough rat.
amazingly perfect.
Oh yeah, you're so quiet on that one.
Like, I erase all noises in the room and previous noises.
I will tell you, even with that critical success, that this is the door you heard the sound coming from. If you want to
This-
still open it.
I'll peek a little bit since it's so quiet.
Yeah, you peek.
Mhm.
So when you open this door, you see 4 figures crowded around a table, a raised table. There's a body on the table, and 4 figures are obviously tearing off chunks of the body and eating it.
Okay. Do the figures look like they're intelligent?
One of the figures looks up at you in your direction with some sinew hanging from its mouth.
But it was so quiet, he wouldn't have noticed me.
No, that's entirely true. Never mind, he doesn't do that.
So do they have an intelligent look on their face?
Well, they're not acting zombie-like, if that helps.
That does help, yes. What are they wearing?
Commoner's clothing, peasant's clothing.
Are they covered in the same slime that the guy in the yellow robe was?
No, definitely not.
And what does the corpse look like on the table?
Mm, appears to be a man, human, kind of spindly.
Does he have a hat on?
No.
Okay. Does any of the people in the room have a hat on?
No.
Okay. What about what's behind them in the room?
Kind of a similar thing to the room you just saw. It's got a counter with various tools piled up around it.
Okay. Well, I then shut the door.
Several crates also.
Are the crates empty?
You're not sure. They're stacked up in the far corner.
Okay, I shut the door.
Okay.
And then I try the last door if at all possible, so this one.
Sure. Stealthily, perhaps?
Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. You imagine those figures were far too engaged. Basically, they were making a lot of noise with like sloppy sound effects and like eating sounds.
Sure.
They even care to investigate those failed rolls.
Yep.
And
Oh,
well,
another question. Was it the same guy that opened the door downstairs? Was he in there?
No.
Okay,
No.
alright, cool. Yep. So
these are regular human-sized people or,
Right,
or
sure.
creatures.
I open this door then.
Yep.
What do I see? What do my human eyes see?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah. The room has several large metal cages along the north wall. Many
Okay.
small animals are in those cages and on the floor that have clearly had their throats ripped out, but they still stand and they walk.
Alright, I shut the door and go back downstairs.
Okay, sure.
At this point, I would have probably, along with
Yeah,
a
you've
general
heard it.
helping of zombies, be out
Yeah.
into the foyer.
Yeah.
You've done so.
Alright, well, since I hear perfect shambling of perfect zombies downstairs, I will resume shambles.
And in order to keep up with your act, I presume you throw yourself down the stairs.
Let's say that I slide down on my back.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Land on the ground.
Again, trying to keep the facade of the Lasane inside
Well-
my guts.
I mean, if there
Yeah.
are zombies upstairs, zombies must be capable of using stairs.
I mean, they were acting like zombies.
Oh no, these guys were intelligent looking, so
Yeah.
Oh, were they?
hence why I asked.
Well then.
That's why the fall.
Alright, so has any of you guys done anything while I was investigating upstairs aside from
I
don't think
corralling
so.
people outside?
I was probably going to try maybe drift closer to the door, to the doors at the top, the three doors.
Okay.
I mean,
Which one?
any. Honestly, I'm just trying to get closer to the doors in general.
Okay. Yeah, you can shamble your way over there.
I'm going to dance over to the door with the plaque and read the plaque if I can.
Okay, it's the rightmost.
Yep.
Okay, I'll send it to you privately.
It says boss chamber.
No.
The boss is behind this door.
It says undead luring device chamber. Just in case they forget which one it is in.
Just in case.
Just in case. Yeah.
All right. And Engelard, what are you doing exactly?
I was just getting closer to it. Would I be close enough to read the plaque myself?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
What are you after?
I mean, if I'm close enough to read it, I might as well read it.
So the stairs, like where the plaque door is that the direction you need to be in to go down the stairs?
Yeah, if you came out of that door,
Yeah.
you would see the stairs going down right in front of you.
Alright, well that's where I'd be making my way to as well, but I would be going down the stairs if it was me.
Okay, sure.
Alright.
What do the rest of y'all do?
Ah, damn. I can't open that. You said the far right door was the one with the plaque, right?
Right.
I'm going to try and basically almost seem to fall into the middle door then. Try to see if it can be opened.
Okay. How can you describe for me how you might go about doing something like that?
I mean, I guess I would probably have to do the standard. I'm gonna trip. Although I doubt that I would be able. Unless I can signal to buff bar somehow to do this good old. We need more intestines.
In order for me to get to the plaque that I read, the intestines are there already.
True. That's triple. So I guess we're gonna initiate Plan A again. Trip over the intestines.
I like how I do my utmost to bring in this fucking Lassoon, and you guys are like using intestines as a weapon. I love it.
Well, we're just more creative than you, Dave.
Hey, I don't know, man. Having a Lassoon stuck in your guts is pretty creative.
True. I mean, I don't have any weapons, so if combat breaks out, I'd be screwed.
You just start flinging around Harvey over there. Use him as a weapon.
Just to keep acting like a zombie.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, if one of us breaks cover, the other two don't have to. Also.
Yeah.
Okay, Engelard, you attempt to fall into the middle room.
Yes.
You do so by tripping over some intestines.
All these intestines.
Yeah, all these intestines.
What's...
You do so. It's easy. It's not locked or anything.
Yeah.
It contains 2 cots and a wooden chest between them.
I loot the chest. No.
No. Not worth it.
The room is quite dark though. The only way you can see is from the light from the chandelier out here.
That's illuminating, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. How's it powered? Candle?
Candle.
Okay.
Someone's lit it. For some reason.
Okay.
Alright,
what's the chandelier made out of?
Intestines.
Metal of some sort.
Okay.
Rec, here's what you need to do. Lasso the chandelier with the intestines.
Okay.
I don't think that'll accomplish much.
Yeah.
And pull it off the roof, killing all the undead.
I mean...
Yeah, that 10-foot square area in the middle.
Yeah, just get them all piled
where
up
all
there.
the undead are.
I have a question. Where the stairs go down, is there like any sort of so there's stairs that go up, right, and then there's stairs that go down, which means that together they make sort of a lightning bolt, and the horizontal part of the lightning bolt is the floor of this floor. Is there any sort of railing that stops someone from falling down those stairs?
No, not really. If, a normal-sized person walking that way would hit their head on the top stairs before they fell.
Okay. So it's a very small, shallow set of stairs.
Hey, Jacob, when you're not talking, do you reckon you can mute yourself?
Yeah, it's just, yeah. Essentially.
Okay.
The bottom part of the stairs are maybe extend a bit more than they actually need to.
Interesting. All right then. I guess. Well.
Well, here's what I was going to do, Rec. I was going to go down on my back, sort of how I came down on this flight of stairs up top.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you want to like copy what I'm doing and come down with me.
Well, why don't you go first?
All right. So as I go past Graham, I want to read the plaque, obviously.
Okay. Well, now everybody knows it. It says Randallon.
Randallon.
Chief Examiner.
Interesting.
It's not that big of a secret. The guy who ran the place, that was his room. He may or may not be the guy in question who's really big and scary. So, question, Graham. The door that leads to Randall Chief Examiner, could the ogre fit through it?
I mean, he fit through the other door, so I assume,
He fit through the other door. Yeah, he can stoop.
He can stoop through these doors?
Yeah.
He can spoop through these doors?
Sure, if you want to say it like that.
Alright, interesting.
So, as on the floor up, Graham, I'm going to fall on my back, down the stairs, And then I'm going to sort of get up and shamble around downstairs.
Yes, and I am drawing downstairs as we speak.
Cool. So, okay, so the middle door was opened. The only two doors that we haven't seen in yet are the examiner's room and the left room in the second place. But I assume what we're going to be looking for is downstairs.
Well, we don't know. A lot of unanswered
Damn it, we
questions.
need to. Yep.
Yeah.
Just, can somebody whistle something for me? Okay, keep that. This is my draw. I'm drawing, but I can't whistle. So pretend that's me.
You could, well, I mean, play intermission music. You could dub that over the final product.
Yeah.
It's like Graham was like really ready for this or something, but then he forgot to bring all his notes. Oh man, I'm gonna so eat a fucking ham and cheese sandwich after this.
You could have made one during our 10-minute bathroom break.
Yeah, but I didn't need to eat then. I had a ham and cheese toastie for breakfast.
What's a toastie?
You know, like a sandwich press thing. Ham, cheese, and tomato in bread, and you...
We call that a panini.
A panini?
Yeah.
We just call them toasties.
No, technically a panini is a type of sandwich made with a specific type of bread you put into a panini press.
Ooh la la.
I mean, what he just called a toastie, I would just call a toasted sandwich.
Yeah,
but
toasted.
Australians need to make a fucking nickname out of everything.
We call them toasted sandwiches, but you know, if you really want to call it, when I was growing up with my dad, he used to call them toasty toasties because we were kids, you know. So
I don't know if saying it twice makes it any better.
oh, you make it fun for kids. It's basically just fucking hot sandwiches, and you're feeding your kids hot sandwiches. You might as well make it entertaining for them.
Yeah, fucking kids. Everything needs to be a goddamn game.
I know, right? Graham, can I just ask you something? Was your Thanksgiving just basically the world's most fucking stereotypical American Thanksgiving with just like sweet things everywhere?
That is not a stereotype. Typically, Thanksgivings are savory, not sweet.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
All the media we get in Australia is literally, oh, look at how gluttonous all this stuff is.
Well, your media lies to you to
yeah,
paint a picture
that was-
about America.
That was kind of my Thanksgiving, yes. Anyway,
Okay.
you go downstairs. I'm ready.
Yeah, I see. I'm down the bottom. Is there anything down here?
No, change your mind after he does all that work.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, when you slide your way downstairs, you see a 9-foot-tall, ogre-ish, ghoul-looking guy leaning against the wall,
Whereabouts?
right there.
Okay.
And he's leaning against the wall, trying to whistle but failing miserably.
Because he doesn't have any tongues? I
He
don't
didn't
know.
have any lips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's twirling his enormous key ring with the one small key on it.
Is this the same guy that was before?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
All right.
And he notices you
Of course he does.
because you're not being quiet, and
Mhm.
he's surprised when you hit the ground with a thud, and he's saying, "Well, hello there."
Okay, so can I size this guy up by any chance?
He's about 9.5 feet tall.
I mean, like combat-wise. Like,
Well,
does
can
he
pick
look
you up
like
with one
a? Does he look like if I was to just go hello and then swing my fucking Lucerne at him? Like what
Well,
would?
you do know he is a large creature.
Okay, so that's
and,
like a
so
D6 instead of a D8.
On average, he will deal more damage on you than you will on him. Just a one-on-one, he will essentially win based on size, unless the rolls just go really bad.
So the wall that he's leaning on.
Yep.
Is there anything in particular about that space that should be made obvious?
No, just looks normal.
Is it okay? Because there's 2 doors on either side, right? Does it look like he's guarding?
It looks like he's leaning against the wall, whistling contentedly to himself.
Okay. Alright then, well I guess I'll sort of like stumble upwards.
Say hello there, and he'll begin to walk over to you.
I'll start stumbling towards him.
He says, "How are you enjoying the party today, sir?" Yeah. You don't say. Well, what are you doing down here anyway? We should probably get you into the zombie room, eh? And he will basically put his hand on your back and begin to take you to this room.
Okay.
Right, and so he basically walks you over there, no problem.
I'm like, okay, so I'm sort of dragging my feet. Is he being patient with me, like, or is he pushing me? Okay, right.
No, he's being polite.
Okay.
He will wait for you to get over there, and he will use his key, his singular key, to put it in the lock, unlock the door, open it, and you see basically wall-to-wall zombies in this room. There's basically no room for anything else except zombies. It's just full of zombies completely, nothing else besides that.
Mm-hmm.
And he will attempt to shove you into the room.
Alright, so here's what I want to do. I want to grab him by the hand, and I want to shove him in the room.
Okay. He's going to do a strength contest.
Okay, but here's the thing. I would argue surprise.
Yeah, I will concur.
Okay. So, do I just do an opposed strength check here? So just a d20 for my strength?
So this is strength that whoever passes the most.
The most passing.
Come on, sweet baby Jesus.
One.
Alright, so I passed by 1.
Okay.
But
That's
also
not the one
maybe
I was talking about.
-5?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say too.
So I passed by 6 then?
No, I'll just apply the -5 to my roll since he's the one being surprised.
Okay.
+5, you mean?
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, +5. Yeah.
20.
So he also rolls 14 with the penalty.
Okay. But what is
But
his strength?
is 20.
No, his strength is also 15.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
And at this
This is
point,
That doesn't make any sense.
does he say that?
He no.
This
He
doesn't
rolled a
make any
9.
sense.
The die roll is a 9.
Okay.
So it's +5, so 14. Yeah,
So it's a tie.
14,
Okay.
so it's a tie.
Is there a way
So
that I...
essentially what happens now is that, the situation is as it was at the beginning. So he's not suspicious. He notices that, but he's like, oh, that's okay. It's join your friends. There you go. Yep. Okay. That's good. Yeah. He's gonna keep going, trying to.
Alright, so I'm going to put my hand on his back of his belt, if he has one.
He doesn't, but go on.
So basically what I'm trying to do is get off his... I'm trying to make his center of gravity terrible. Yeah, so I'm trying to get him off his feet and push him in there. If that makes any sense. So basically I'm trying to like lift his like stance off the ground a bit and push him in there.
I see that. Yeah. Let's do this then. You do strength. He'll do dexterity. It'll be opposed.
Question: did I hear anything after he fell down?
Conversation. One-sided conversation. So you pass by, what is that? 9?
9, yeah.
He only passes by 4 on this check.
Mm-hmm.
So his center of gravity is going to shift, and he is going to stumble into the zombie room.
Yeah. And basically, also while this is...
Zombies in the process.
Yeah, so basically, as this happens, I want to see if I can grab the... Because, okay, it's still in the door, right? The key?
Yes, it is.
And did it open inwards or outwards?
inward. He basically had to push a bunch of zombies out of the way to open it.
Alright, I want to grab the door and close it and then lock it, if I can.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. He basically cleared the way for you by being giant
Okay.
ogre.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do so. You lose cover. The zombies see that, and in the split second that you take to close the door, they begin to scratch at it.
That's fine.
And you lock the door, and you have a big old key ring that's about as big as your torso.
What? Seriously? Okay.
She was here.
Hey, yeah, mute yourself if you can, man. Thanks. Okay.
What happens next?
Yeah.
There's knocking that comes from the inside. Hey, let me out of here!
Okay. Perfect.
And loud knock.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. If Rek is still at the top of the staircase, I'm going to go to the bottom and look up at him and just wave him down.
Okay.
I am going to keep dancing a little bit. Well, first I'm going to dance a little bit away from the staircase, and once I'm a little bit away from the staircase, I'm going to pretend to stumble a little bit and drop my dancing partner.
Yep.
And then I'm going to dance back to the stairs.
No.
And then, just stealthily make my way down without drawing attention to myself.
Sure. Go and give me a... Oh, yeah, that's fine. Nobody else is watching you. You kind of dropped your dancing partner away from the stairs, presumably.
Yeah, that was the whole purpose for
They're
dancing away.
heartbroken.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're able
so
to make your way
heartbroken.
downstairs.
Is there... Okay. I'll quickly whisper, what's up?
Well, I've locked the ogre inside that room over there. I have his key. I've checked.
Everybody in the place can hear the pounding from the door now.
So basically, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to quickly search the bottom floor. I've searched upstairs. There's not much up there aside from a couple guys chowing down.
Is there anything big in this room?
This room that he's in? No, it's pretty much open. There's a rug in the middle.
What was the guy doing when he was down here?
He was leaning against the wall over there. I assume he's guarding something down here.
Interesting.
Let me out of here! There's zombies in here.
So,
All right, well then I'll split up and I'll check somewhere and he can check somewhere else, and
Yeah.
we'll try and get everywhere
You
checked
guys-
before this guy.
You guys are both down there now?
Yeah.
Nobody bothers to tell me what's happening. I
assume you weren't at the top of
No,
the
I ju-
stairs. So
I was at the middle door, so
yeah.
I'd
you
probably
would-
by this point I would be hearing everything downstairs, but I wouldn't go yet. I'd first want to look at the far left door and
Far
try
left?
to.
Of the
I
ground?
presume there's intestines in front of there I can trip on.
Sure. Why not?
At this point, there's so much intestines, just everywhere.
Sure.
Everywhere.
Whoops! I fell over. Whoops! I fell over again.
You do this, Engelard, as you enter this bed chamber by, quote-unquote accident. You see that this room is entirely dark. There's no candle or anything, but it is lit with the chandelier outside.
Alright.
There is a single bed in this room, and on the bed is a dark figure seated on the bed. Its head is cupped in its hands, leaning down. And it is obviously not human, at least not any longer.
Oh.
Its flesh is leathery and its teeth are long and pointed, has no lips anymore. You can see its sharpened teeth. It looks with
Interesting.
huge red eyes that don't have any eyelids anymore, so it's just staring. And
This is not a standard zombie, is it?
it doesn't appear to be.
Oh, okay.
The figure eyes you, sees that you're a zombie, or at least appear to be a zombie, and puts its head in its hands again.
Is it wearing a hat?
I don't think it's right. I'm going to try and appear as much as a zombie as I can while trying to get the fuck out of there.
Okay.
I don't want to be. This doesn't look like a good place to be.
So the room contains a single bed, bookcase, and
Yeah.
bedside desk, and a
Yeah,
barred window. Oh, not a window. There's a window, but it's got curtains, so there's no light.
Okay.
Okay.
I am just going to not basically get out there. If I
Okay.
plus not dropping appearances before
Shamble
shambling over
the
to this. Yeah, shambling over to
closing
the
the door.
No.
He's like, sorry. He's like,
Before shambling over to the stairs and doing what and just doing the old slip and slide.
Okay, sure.
Actually, I mean, you still haven't checked the chief examiner's room.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't yet, but I don't. Well, I don't think I want to check it.
okay.
Well,
Yeah, that
what's the
is.
worst that can happen? Nobody suspected you're tripping yet.
I don't want. I don't want to push my luck anymore. I'm going downstairs. Down the slip and
The-
slide stairs.
The ogre is banging on the door downstairs, and a number of time has passed that the people next door have taken notice. Or the people across the hall, anyway, have noticed
Across the hall? You mean downstairs?
downstairs.
I didn't realize there was
Hey.
more people down here.
Well, there's not people. There's other rooms though.
Okay, yeah. Are they opening the doors?
Right. One of the southernmost door, the bottom door on the left side,
Yeah.
opens, and a figure opens it that has like skin the color of a bruise, and kind of bloodshot red eyes and claws, and looks out into the hallway and sees two zombies there, and says, "Hey, get back upstairs."
I was just gonna say,
Engelard,
get back up. Okay.
Engelard, you heard this, okay?
Okay.
You were just about to go downstairs. I want you to make a dexterity check to avoid falling or tripping down the stairs, being surprised, essentially.
My dex is 15, I believe.
All right, you were able to basically keep yourself from sliding down the stairs. And so this creature, this humanoid figure, will kind of step out into the room, and you hear idle chit chat from inside that room that he just left.
Okay.
Very very civilized conversation, and they say, "George, are you down here?" And he'll look at the zombies. He looks annoyed. It's like, "That stupid ogre." It's like, "All right, come on, zombies, into the zombie room."
Is this the same door that he... The same room that he tried to...
Walking over to the room that the ogre's in, yeah, hearing the banging, and he'll say, and he'll kind of notice that, and he'll see you have the key, and he'll grab the key ring from you.
Okay, so if he walks past me at any point,
Yeah, he will.
I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
So
How so?
I'm going to take the Lasone out and I'm going to aim for his neck, basically.
Okay, called shot.
Yeah, cold shot.
Okay.
So, alright, remind me how the,
So you have your Thaco, he's got an armor class,
yeah.
and I'll tell you if you hit or not.
So what is the penalty for a cold shot here?
-4.
Okay. And so I want higher this time?
Yeah.
Alright, so D20 plus 3 I think mine is.
Yeah, but total -1, right?
Yeah, -1. Sorry, so basically then just -1 then, I guess, yeah.
Right.
Do I have... I just want to check if I got anything here that would help me. I do believe I have back against the wall or something like that. Am I able to use that? Because it
yeah,
is.
you're kind of against the wall. Yeah.
So basically, I'm going for maximum. What's the size of this creature, by the way?
Man-sized.
Okay, so medium then.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So it's just a D20 then at this point.
Okay.
I'm going to aim for his neck as well. 10.
10 is not enough to hit. Essentially, you've attempted to do exactly what you wanted. You've pulled the lucerne hammer out of your chest with the false bits of skin flapping, and kind of brought it around underneath in a sweeping arc.
Mm-hmm.
laying low and attempting to bring it up and bring it back down on his neck.
Okay. Yeah.
And in doing so, you've had to drop the key ring.
That's fine.
Okay. And at that point, I would like everybody to roll initiative.
So we want low or high here?
So initiative, you wanna have low. So essentially, every action. Basically, you guys. The only person who has a weapon is Walzer. Balfour, you brought a dagger,
Yeah,
right?
and I mean,
Yeah, I've got a hunting dagger.
but I mean, I'm not even there though, am I?
No, he's not. He's upstairs still.
But you still have to determine initiative for your actions that happen within the spectrum.
True.
Okay.
So you just won't have any modifier.
Dang it.
Balfour.
Oh wait, so no. I got two-hand mastery, two-hand weapon style. So it's 4.
So that's cut in half, right? 4.
Yeah, it's -4, so
Got
so
it.
it's
So
5.
9
9 total. Yeah.
All right, so I just roll a d20, and I don't know what determines my initiative in this system.
So your weapon,
yeah,
whatever you want to do.
A knife has a speed of 3, so you're just going to add 3 to whatever you roll.
Yeah, so you got 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
I
slower
got
the weapon
8.
is, the higher the initiative. Yeah. 8.
So I
And
guess
Glar-
I'm last.
11 total. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The ghoul is going to go first now.
Oh damn! Shit.
The ghoul though is going to attempt to run back to the door he just came from, which gives you an attack of opportunity.
Fuck yeah! I'll take that.
Give me an attack of opportunity?
No, because you don't have your knife handy.
Okay.
17.
Well, what about unarmed sort of attacks?
Like a trip, maybe,
Or a
tackle?
grapple or something?
Let's say, in this instance, no, because I didn't think you were right next to him.
I'd imagine. Okay. Yeah. Sure. All right.
Well, we were whispering to each other
Yeah.
when this happened, so I assume we were quite close.
Interesting.
But it also depends on sort of...
I'd imagine it'd be something like this. If I was like here, then he would be here, and the monster was like here.
Right, so he's going to have to pass you anyway. Yeah, let's do an attack of opportunity also for you.
All right. So I got a
Okay.
17. Is that a
17's
hit?
good enough. Yeah, that's
Alright.
going to hit.
So 1d6 plus 2, I think it is.
I believe so. That sounds right.
Yeah.
That's what I...
No, 1d8 plus
no,
2.
1d8 plus 2,
Yeah.
yeah.
7. And then a d10 for
1d10
location.
Yes.
5.
Okay, you're gonna hit him. You're gonna hit him square in the stomach. This creature, whatever it happens to be.
From the back, you mean?
Oh yeah, since he's going away from you. Oh, he turned away. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, you're gonna basically knock him forward and serve him up for Balfour to take an attack also. The creature, whatever Icarus blood he happens to have, is going to basically the Lucerne hammer has knocked his, broken something inside, and he's got some internal bleeding now.
Okay, cool.
Whatever Icar he has for blood, he's going to be penalized movement,
Perfect.
and he's going to take a penalty to hit.
All right. Now I guess
Yep.
Balfour. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to attempt a grapple check, I guess.
Yeah.
I want to, just after he gets hit, I want to strong arm him around the throat so he can't make any utterances, and
Ooh.
take him down to the ground.
I see that. Yes, I see that. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and you're going to make an attack roll. He's going to make an opposed attack roll for grappling.
Okay. I rolled a 5.
All right, so that's not very good.
No.
You want high on attack rolls then?
Yeah, you want high.
Yeah.
To
So
beat Death.
beats
Okay.
that. He easily beats that with an 18. And so he's going
Okay.
to basically...
Was he on the ground already, or did he?
No.
Okay, so you
He
didn't
wasn't
get
on the
nothing.
ground at all. Yeah, he kind of pushed him forward. He stumbled, but kept his feet.
All right. And
And,
then it's
And
Balfour's
the
turn
dwarf
again?
was... Yeah, the dwarf misplaced his height and was not able to reach all the way up there.
Okay.
And so the ghoul with the attack of opportunity made it about halfway to where he was going to go.
And
Okay.
now it's whose turn?
Your turn, I believe.
So now it's Buffar again. But he kept going after you missed.
All right. How close is he to me still?
10 feet.
All right. Can I try and another grapple check to like tackle him at the knees from behind?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. That's what I'm gonna try and do. I've rolled like 15 fives in a row, so if it is another 5, I call shenanigans and I want to reroll because that's clearly some sort of spell. Or
So is he like is this a cold shot then? What is this?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be. Yeah.
So
-4.
-4? Yeah. Or you can just
Well,
tackle him if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'd be fine just tackling him. Period. I didn't. I
Yeah,
didn't
sure.
need
Okay.
To,
Yeah.
to call shot that.
I get you.
17.
Nice.
Oh,
17. That's much better. Let's see what happens. So you're gonna get him. I want you to roll D10 because we need to see where exactly you managed to grab him.
His nose.
6, wherever that is.
Yeah, so you grab him just around the waist, basically where he's hurt already.
Perfect.
So how badly did he fail his opposed strength? Is he knocked over?
Well, no, that's what I'm gonna say is that what I've got here because it's essentially it's gonna work as a wrestling.
Hmm.
I just want to do that for flavor.
Okay. Because
Right.
basically, I want to know if he's on the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to see. I'm gonna go back to wrestling.
Okay.
Wrestling.
Yeah. So, right, basically in wrestling in this system, there's five. What do you call it? There's five
Golden rings.
states that the situation could be in at one time.
Okay.
Either you've got a lock, he's got a lock, you've grappled him, he's grappled you, or neutral. So right now you've grappled him. You're gonna on your next turn, you're gonna have to make another check, basically an opposed check, in order to either do something to him, like pick him up, or throw him, or grab his mouth, or something like that.
Okay,
You know what I
but
mean?
the actual act of tackling him from 10 feet away did not cause him to go to the ground?
Oh no, it did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Oh, so we're on the ground wrestling, is what
You're on
saying.
the ground wrestling now. Yeah. So on his
Wrestling.
turn, he's gonna have to make a wrestling check against you to see if he can get back to neutral.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay.
How about Walzer?
How about
Finish
me?
him.
So, do I get a coup de grace?
Oh no, no, he's got to be unconscious
Okay. Well, in that case, do I get a bonus to attack you?
because he's on the ground. Yes.
Yeah.
+4.
+4. All right. So I'm going to just attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's either going to be only head, torso, or one of the arms because Buffar is kind of occupying his lower regions.
Or what about if I do a cold shot and
Cold
just
shot, basically, yeah, just take the
negates?
regular attack.
Yeah. So I'm going to go. Can I just go like any space that isn't Bofar?
Yeah, for the location, it'll just be D5.
Okay.
Or that's not right. It'll be rather 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. Yeah, D5.
Okay. And does that reduce the negative on the cold shot if it's just like upper body?
No.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
The simple fact that he's on the
6.
ground.
Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, basically the wrestling is so intense, and he's flailing so hard that you strike the ground.
All right. I get a second attack as well.
You do.
Do I take another attack just now?
Yeah.
20.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Mm-hmm.
D5.
D5? You mean a
Look.
D8? Oh. Oh, you want me to roll a D5? Okay, I see what you're saying.
I do.
2.
Okay.
And then a D8 plus 2. 9.
There we go. Yeah. So the ghoul is on the ground. Buffar's around his waist. You struck the ground, and then you use the momentum of the strike on the ground to bring it around again, and you bury basically what happened to you, or what the story is that happened to you, of the lucerne getting embedded in your chest. That's what you do to him.
Okay.
You embed the lucerne hammer in its chest, and basically collapses the ghoul's chest, and you basically strike the ground again through him.
Alright, so at this point, if combat's over, I want to pick up Beaufort by his...
So combat's not over, but he is dying. He is
okay.
He is unable to do anything, and he is dying, but he's not dead.
Is he making any sound?
He's gurgling.
Okay, well that's fine.
He's basically drowning.
Okay.
You've collapsed his chest.
This turn, I guess I'll pick up Beaufort. I'll help him get up.
Well, it's Anglelard's turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What the fuck am I?
And it's going to be my turn before it's your turn.
Well, I that's why I asked if combat was over, because I'd hope you get up, but that's alright.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm all the way at the top of the stairs.
I mean, you could investigate that room, or you can come down.
Yeah. I am probably just going to... I guess at this point, I hear combat. I don't like combat right now.
Yeah.
Do you hear combat?
Okay.
Does he hear combat?
Well,
I mean,
a
I
Lucerne
think-
hitting the stone floor, I think.
It's a relatively silent combat, but the ogre is still banging against the door.
I mean, I'm going to, I guess decide, they probably have things handled. And, and I know, and obvious, I know there's gonna be a ton of intros behind me, like a lot more than the other doors, because that's where, Boffar was standing for quite a while. At the stairs,
There's
right?
plenty of intestines everywhere for everybody.
Everywhere. It's all people tripping everywhere, so I'm gonna trip into the door and see if I can open it.
Yep. You fall against the door. It does not open. Appears to be locked.
Okay, that's all we need to know.
And we've all learned.
Back to the ghoul who essentially stopped struggling as he's drowned.
Okay.
And that's the end of combat. The ghoul is dead. Basically, like greenish, blackish, mucusy ichor begins to gurgle out of his mouth and around his neck.
So, okay, I want to look at Beaufort, and I whisper to him, arm yourself.
First, I'm actually going to search this ghoul to see if he's got a better weapon than I have.
Unfortunately, he definitely does not.
Okay, then I'm just going to take the hunting knife out of my boot and my shield off my back.
Alright. Here's what I want to do, Graham. How many voices did we hear from the other room?
Several. At least 3, maybe 4.
Okay. I want to pick up the corpse.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not sure how this works with the Lucerne, but basically...
Well.
Okay, one hand on the Lucerne, one hand on, the cuff. I'm not sure if he's wearing any clothing or not.
He is.
But I want to sort of drag him. And how much
Quite
can
fine clothing, actually. Quite fine clothing.
Okay. How much can I lift with one hand?
What's your strength? 15?
15, yeah. It says here that my lift overhead is 170 pounds.
So half of that?
Okay, so that's what, 100? Like 85?
Yeah, unfortunately he does way more than that, so you can't lift him all the way up.
So basically what I want to do, Graham, is I want to sort of throw him at someone. But I also still want to have my Lucerne in my hand.
You can do that if Buffar helps.
Like by holding the Lucerne, maybe?
By holding one, by shouldering half of the weight of the ghoul.
Okay, but will he be able to throw with me if I don't tell him? Because basically I'm trying to make as little noise as possible here.
I don't know. That's up to y'all. It's going to be down to a charisma check to see if he gets the message.
Yeah, you're not communicating anything to me at this point.
Yeah, no, I just, yeah. Alright, so I give you the Lucerne and I say, hold this for a sec.
And I shake my head and it's like, whatever you're planning is probably not a good idea.
Well, we need to clear this out, and it's going to be... Those guys are going to come out sooner or later, so I'd rather get the drop on them.
Do we? Alright, I'll shrug. All things considered, they're putting up with quite a lot of noise so far.
Well, one of them came out of the room. He's going to have to go back at some point.
Next thing that happens is that door opens again.
Okay, I thought it closed. I thought it was open still. Alright.
No, it closed, and another ghoul comes out this time though, and he's got a glass with him that's clearly blood, and he's like, Hey Phil, where'd you go?
Oh, he's got a name. That's cute. Fools have names.
And he'll look at you, and he'll look at his glass.
Can I bum rush him at this point? Like, is he still like? Is it still count?
He's not really surprised. Let's go to roll for initiative, and if you go first, I mean, you'll do what you want.
Okay.